Oh my goodness, I didn't think it would get to this point, but Frank Seravalli literally just 15 minutes ago tweeted out that he is hearing that Kirill Kaprizov of the Minnesota Wild has a tentative agreement in place with CSKA Moscow on a 1-year, 8-figure deal to begin on September 1st should a new contract not materialize with the Wild. However, the Wild appear ready and willing to talk about a medium-term length deal. Now, as he said at the very beginning, you can see the little emoji there. This is a thread. There is indeed another tweet over here. We're going to read that in a little bit, but just the optics of this, you know? Having Kirill Kaprizov, a guy from Russia, come over to Minnesota, you waited for this guy for years. You drafted him back in 2015. That was all the way back here. Take a look at this. This was all those years ago. He has been dominating the KHL year in, year out. Olympic Games, World Championship, World Juniors, all that. He comes over to Minnesota. He is literally the best prospect rookie in this system since Marian Gaborik. Under a point per game, 51 points, 55 games played, unanimous Calder winner. Was it unanimous? I don't know if it was unanimous, but he was first by a long shot. And the contract negotiations for this guy, because he's 24, he signed a 2-year deal back in the bubble, wherein he actually wasn't able to participate in the bubble because of some weird loophole. So after 1 year of playing in the NHL, hey, you need a contract extension. Now he's got a tentative agreement in place with CSKA Moscow. And what this means is that if the Wild are not able to get anything done by September 1st, Kirill Kaprizov's going, see ya, bye-bye for a year. He's going back to Russia, and he's getting 8 figures. Now, 8 figures, that is a really interesting way to put it, because we noted this in a previous video talking about Kirill Kaprizov and KHL contracts and whatever, but KHL contracts don't really get too expensive. The most expensive guy that we had seen on the KHL getting paid annually was getting like 1.5 million USD if you converted it from rubles into American dollars. So for an 8-figure deal, this would mean at the very least 10 million plus US. The KHL would go out there and most likely spend what I believe is to being the highest AAV guy in the league should Kirill Kaprizov go over to Russia for next season, and it's not even going to be close, at least according to that little list that we saw. I forgot which video it was. It was one of those where we saw the KHL salaries in rubles and then we converted it into US dollars, but an 8-figure deal, oh my goodness. The Wild are apparently ready, though, to talk about a medium-term length deal, and the reason that's significant is because the initial hang-up was Minnesota only being interested in a 7- or 8-year deal for the Calder Trophy winner. Apparently, though, that's not the case, and there are a bunch of options when it comes to term. But the Kaprizov camp contends that there has been no offer made from the Wild since April. It's August now, buddy. April, May, June, July. You waited 2 months and a bit to go out there and start talking to this guy. No wonder Kirill Kaprizov was going out there with the rumors with CSKA Moscow going to Russia, being at his friend's wedding and all that. No wonder we had the rumors piling up about this guy and CSKA Moscow. Because your hockey team, Minnesota, is not doing anything to try to get this guy under contract. Offering him something in April, he maybe says no or whatever, and leaving it on the table until now, when this thing comes out from Frank Seravalli. He says it right here. We'll see where this goes. 2 sides remain in communication. But I mean, come on. There hasn't been an offer made since April. Are they really in communication here? Okay, I'm going to stop taking shots at the Wild over here, but just, yeah, this is a really big deal. If we have ourselves a William Nylander, let's just say, kind of holdout, where the contract doesn't materialize until right before the season starts. Hey, guess what, bud? The season starts in October. If you wait until after September 1st, you're done. You lost this player for a year. Now, I don't know about the repercussions on that. I don't know if Kaprizov does not sign a contract with the Wild. He signs for 1 year in CSKA. What happens in 2022's offseason? Do the Wild still have his rights? I would assume so, right? That's, I think, how it would go. I'm not really too sure, though. So if somebody in the comments who is a lot smarter than me wants to go out there and educate me on the matter, If Kaprizov does not re-sign with the Wild, he gets over to CSKA, he plays a year back in Russia, he maybe puts up, I don't know, 2 points a game or whatever, because the sky is really the limit for a guy like Kirill Kaprizov. What happens when that one-year contract with CSKA expires? Should it actually materialize to begin with, you know? That's kind of my question in this entire conversation right here. But talk to me in the comments either way what you think about Kirill Kaprizov having a tentative agreement in place with CSKA Moscow. I hope you enjoyed this video. Trolls99, and bye.